Hello and welcome back to the My Team Career Mode episode 3. Today is going to be the sprint weekend at Imola. Yeah, I hope we can do well in this, and we are going to just start off though in the McLaren Artura on a little average speed drill. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can get the gold, because I think if we get the gold, we get 1,000 acclaim and 100,000 in cash. And I think, yeah, we need at least 89 miles an hour, as it shows on the top right there. I won't be doing as much of these though, as they make the career mode quite easier, and obviously I like to keep it realistic, so obviously you can't just do this in real life and get 100,000 in cash, so we won't be doing too many of these, as we want to keep the career mode as realistic as possible, I guess. And yes, we do get the gold, so we get 1,000 acclaim and 100,000 in cash, which is pretty handy. And as you can see, yes, there's a sprint weekend, so going to be doing the qualifying for the sprint. And yeah, let's try and do good in this, because if we do well in the sprint, we get to start in a higher place in the race. So I won't be talking as much in this quali lap, as I'm going to let you enjoy them. Yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you when we get the results. Coming up to the line then, that is a 1:18.7 on the first run. We're going to go for a second run now, and let's see if we can beat that. Just need to beat a 1:18.7. If we can try and get into the early 1:18s, that would be pretty handy to get us through to Q2, if this is possible. So yeah, let's just send it on this lap. Well, coming up to the final corner of this lap then, we have gone better, as you can see on the Delta. What is it going to be? It's going to be a 1:18.3. So yeah, early 1:18s, 1:18.3. On this third run though, we're going to have to do a third run in order to, I think, secure our place, because I think if we didn't do this third run, I think the AI would just be weird and just set a bunch of amazing times, and then we'd unfortunately be out. But yeah, let's see what we do on this run. Unfortunately, on this little run, we kind of did a mistake, and right now we're just going to have to drive back to the finish line in absolute shame. Or are we? As we are still P9, and I think that is P11, so we are through to Q2. What can I say? That was a pretty decent session from us. 1:18.3, pretty good. As we're about to see the timing board now, let's see where our teammate came as well. As you can see there, a 1:18.366. We are through in P11, and our teammate, unfortunately, is in P22, and he is a full second off Latifi, who is in P21. I cannot believe that. His seat is at risk at the moment. I know it's early on, but he's not done too well. In this Q2 session now, as you can see, we just had a little fault set us back, but we are going to get on with this first run in Q2. Let's see what we can get. If we can aim for the low 118s again, that would be great. Coming up to the finish line then. What time is this going to be? It is a 1:18.8, so it's not a great lap. We will have to sort that out and do another one. But there's room for improvement, obviously, as we are going off this new lap now. We're racing Norris to the finish line to get the lap underway. Let's go. Come to the end of this lap then. What time is it going to be? We are nearly 3/10 up on the Delta. And it is P10 for the moment. But as this session has just finished, unfortunately the time has been beaten. And we are 13th. And we didn't manage to get to that 1:18.3 and quicker, as we only got a 1:18.5. And if we did get the 1:18.3, would have been through to Q3 in P10. Unfortunately, we are out, but we can't really expect to get to Q3 yet. But anyways, this is the starting grid.
Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Perez, George Russell, and Hamilton, Magnussen, Fernando Alonso, Mick Schumacher, and Esteban Ocon, Ricciardo, Gasly, the engineer, and Norris, Albon, Joe, Sebastian Vettel, and Lance Stroll, Tsunoda, Bottas, Latifi, and Richard Verschoor. Which of these drivers will get pole position today?
So then we are coming up to get the grid position. Hopefully we can get it right. We just do a dodgy little movement there as Ricciardo was ghosted, but we do get it purple, so we have maximized the start. So hopefully we just need to get a good start now, and then we're set. We're set. So then the lights are coming on. It's 5 lights out, and away we go. It's a really good start. I pull to the left hand side of the track. We can see the midfield here all bunching up, and we take advantage of that as we look down the inside, and we cut through that midfield, and then we're kind of through-ish. Yes, we are. We're in P9. And Magnussen is going to defend his P8, and he holds us off, and we cover the inside as Mick Schumacher was looking up on us to try and gain a position there. Send it defensive into this next corner. Coming out onto the straight, we are in P9, so we have had a really good start, as we have just been hit in the rear, and we did not see Mick Schumacher in our mirrors, and he has just sent one on us. He's just tapped us on our rear end, and unfortunately we didn't give him quite enough space as he required, as we didn't really see him at this moment in time. But yeah, big apologies to Mick, as we have just made him go down a position into P11. May have not done him any favours with his wing either. I don't know if he's got damage, but on to lap 3, then we do make a bit of a chunky mistake as Ocon is looking to pounce on that mistake. Ocon is looking on our inside, and then he looks on our outside, and we take the corner, and he doesn't get the move done. This sprint race is intense. I actually love these sprint races. Like, they're actually so entertaining as well. Especially when a car is this high up. It's just crazy, man. Esteban now has DRS. He's looking on our inside. We defend the inside. He's looking again, though, on the inside. And he has got it. And we are sending it in this little curve of the section. We keep the position into P9. We are literally battling to the absolute limit. We need to keep this up. But here he is again. Coming up the inside once again into the braking zone. And we still are squeezing him. But this time he has remained side by side. We're going into the tough section, into the braking zone. And we're still ahead of Esteban. Going through that tricky section then. He is still looking at us. I don't know if he's going to be able to make the move. No, he's not. As we do cover the move off. We're still in P9. But on the bright side, even if we do lose the position to Esteban, we are still in the points. But as he is going up the inside then, not going to put up really too much of a fight, as we are playing this safe, and we wouldn't obviously want to spin out in a race like this. Well, a sprint race like this. For the starting grid of the actual race. We want to be up there, so no mistakes from me here. Want to at least be starting in P10, that would be amazing. But Albon and Ricardo are keeping us very honest here. But that's not going to be enough, and we are in P10 for the checkered flag. We finally have a good starting grid for once, like on our part. Oh, that's so good. So as you can see here on the timing sheets, we come P10, our teammate making up a few positions in P18. This is the starting grid.
And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Sir Lewis Hamilton and Russell, Magnussen, Fernando Alonso, Ocon and the engineer, Albon, Ricardo, Pierre Gasly and Joe, Tsunoda, Stroll, Nicholas Latifi and Richard Verschoor, Vettel, Mick Schumacher, Bottas and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race.
So Lando rounds off our grid with a penalty. 5 lights out, and away we go. Let's try and get a really good start here, as Ocon is on the hards. Don't really know what he's doing there, but yeah. We just sliced through the midfield, looked on the outside, then we went on the inside, as we do get a bit of a screen freeze. We're going up into P6. P6 so far in this Grand Prix, as we do have a little look on Perez. Obviously, though, he's in the Red Bull, so we can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. That's just the car difference there for you. We do have a quick little look on his inside, but obviously, we're not going to make the move. As all we do, if we did make the move, would just lose time. As we'd be in literally nobody's DRS when the DRS is actually enabled. We do have Russell keeping us honest though behind. When it's the braking zone, he did not make the move, but I mean, AIs these days, even when they're that close, they're still making moves. Still P6 though now. It's been a very, very good lap one. I could literally not have asked for anything better. As we are coming on to lap 3 though, DRS is enabled, and obviously we're not in Perez's DRS because he's in a much quicker car, and Russell is on our inside, and we squeeze him to the point where he has gone wide into the next corner. We go for the switch back, and we come out on top in P6. As he is keeping us on it again, he's looking on our inside. We get a tap on the rear, going into the braking zone, we're skidding everywhere. And we managed to keep the car on the road, but then Russell has lost a position to Kevin Magnussen, unfortunately, in this Grand Prix. Yellow flags are out as Carlos Sainz is retiring due to mechanical failure. It's unfortunate for him, as he is being quite unlucky with that, I guess, just like in real life, to be fair. Keeping it realistic there, Codemasters, but yeah. So we've got K-Mag behind us, Russell just behind him. Very fast cars behind us, really. So let's hope we can just keep the pace going and keep position as we are being overtaken by Magnussen, and you can really see the straight line speed. So much difference. It's so weird this year in this game that the straight line speed is such a, I don't know, it's just such a weird aspect of the new cars if you choose the newcomer setting. But we are in for the pits. Hopefully the guys are ready for us. Where are they? We're on the, obviously the end pit stop. So that was a pretty crap pit stop. Coming on the pit exit, as we still didn't know our bind, and as these are old episodes, I pretty much played all of these races in the first day of this game being released on pre-order. But Kevin Magnussen does make a mistake, and we are trying to capitalise on that mistake. We're keeping him honest. We're keeping him honest, keeping him on his toes. Try and force him into a mistake, as we just do get another little screen freeze there. Sending it into the braking zone then. He is giving us no room. Just turning in. K-Mag and me are obviously on the same combat attire. Vettel still on the softs. These two are going side by side, and Vettel, he just brakes so hard. We nearly, if we didn't obviously see him, we'd have been completely out of this race, and we have unfortunately had to lose a lot of time. But at least we still obviously have our front wheels on our car. So here on lap 8 then, we are out of the DRS of K-Mag. As our engineer just updates us there that we're 1.6 behind him. Bottas has pit, so we gain a position. I think he's pit due to damage, I'm pretty sure. That's unfortunate for him, it's kind of ruined his race, but we are in P6 right now, and to be honest, Ricardo, I think he will, yeah, there's no point of fighting this, honestly. We need to play this safe. We need to get some points this race. As Alonso and Tsunoda are probably going to look later on in the race, as there's only a few laps remaining. They're going to be looking to get more points, obviously. So hopefully we can keep them behind, but when they have DRS, it's pretty much impossible. As now, like, we have DRS, and look at the gap to Ricardo. It is barely changing. We're barely getting any closer. In fact, no, we're just getting further and further away, even though he does not have DRS and we have it. It's insane. I don't understand the game. Like, in real life, if a car has DRS and another one hasn't, that car behind who has DRS catches up massively. As Alonso now is in our DRS on this little straight, then he has a look on the outside, and then a look on the inside. We go defensive, coming into this left-hander, left-right. A good exit. But yeah, if Alonso gets DRS, he's all over us. But when we get DRS, we're just literally near nobody.
Okay, be aware the car behind is catching you by 0.5 a lap. 0.5.
So as you just heard there from our engineer, the car behind, which is Alonso, as we over throttle it, is gaining 0.5 of us per lap, and he is actually going to go for the overtake right now here, and he has gone defensive. But we have a look on the inside, and we cannot make the move done, as we got Tsunoda looking to make a move as well to follow Alonso in. We cut him proper short. We just limit his room on the track a very lot. He is still in P9, we are in P8. And as you can see from all of this carnage now, Guan Yu Zhou P10 is going to be getting so much closer than I would have liked. So now I've probably got about 5 cars behind me who has all got DRS. It's a DRS train, whereas we have got no DRS on Alonso. But on the straight we do, but I'm saying for the rest of the lap we don't. And Tsunoda's just going to have to breeze past us. It's ridiculous. We are just trying to hold on here, trying to get our first points for the Vow Racing team. Brand new F1 team. Let's just see if we can keep this right. Can we keep this in P9 over Guan Yu Zhou? Is he going to go for the move at any point right now? It's looking likely that he's coming. He's coming. Oh no. He's got DRS, I think. Oh, he's having a look on the inside. We got a tap on the rear. Oh God. Well, if we can hold on here, this would be so good. Like this would actually put us up in the constructors as well, because Aston Martin and Williams don't have a point, and neither do we at this moment in time. But if we get a point or even 2 points as it stands right now, we will get that P9 in the constructors. Zhou Guanyu then and Alexander Albon both not in our DRS now, which is a good sight to see. We're coming up to the last lap then. We are still behind Tsunoda and Alonso. So on this last lap then, we do just have another over-throttling mistake as Guanyu Zhou is looking, and he is past us into the braking zone. We have a little look, and nah, he's just too quick. Simple as that. We have Albon though, Alexander Albon coming into the braking zone. He had a little look on the inside as he just forced us into a mistake there, and he is coming across our right hand side. He is overtaken us, and we've got Gasly coming up on our left hand side. We send it into the corner over Albon. We have got P10. We have absolutely swiped Albon's point position right there, and that was, I don't know if that was even legal, but we did it and we've went with it. No penalty required. We've just sent it, coming through the last little bit of the track now, coming up to the checkered flag. That is P10 for Val Racing.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So, Charles Leclerc wins the Grand Prix once again. He has won all the races all in a row so far. Pretty overpowered, that Ferrari. Yeah, Max and Perez also share the podium. Max in P2, Perez P3. So I'd like to thank you for watching this video. As you can just see, I'm updating you on the standings. This has been episode 3. Episode 4 will be coming out very soon. And yeah, thanks for watching.